Hello students, today we will discuss a question that came in the accounts exam held by the Assam Higher Secondary Education Council. So the question that we have is, briefly explain any two type of errors which do not affect the trial balance. So the meaning of this question is, it is asked that to mention two type of errors in accounting that does not affect the trial balance. That means when such errors occur, the total of the trial balance in the both sides remains same. So those two kind of errors are, the first is error of omission and the second is error of commission. So what is error of omission? When one transaction is omitted, that means when a transaction is completely omitted from the books, that means that transaction is not recorded. Neither debit or credit is recorded. So maybe the accountant forgets, or maybe the transaction, the receipts or the invoices of those transactions are not available, so it is omitted. So the trial balance still tallies in this case, so that becomes an error of omission. So when the transaction is completely omitted, then that becomes an error of omission. And in case of error of omission, the trial balance will tally because the whole transaction is not recorded at all. For example, here a cash sale of rupees 5,000 not recorded at all. So if that transaction is not recorded at all, it will not affect anywhere. So therefore, the trial balance will be tallied. The next error is error of commission. So what is error of commission? When a transaction is recorded with the correct amount but in the wrong account of the same type. So again, in accounts we have different type of accounts. So if in any transaction the amount is given same, but a different account is debited or credited, that kind of error becomes error of commission. So a transaction is recorded with the correct amount but in the wrong amount of the same type. For example, one customer's account instead of another's is an error of commission. So the debit and credit totals remains unaffected. So in this case, the debit and credit remains unaffected. For example, 2000 received from Ram was wrongly posted to Sham's account. So it is posted in Sham's account again. So here the trial balance, in this case it will not affect the trial balance, and so the trial balance at the end of the accounting period will get tallied.